Welcome back to History Essay Helper. Today we write our context paragraph on ancient Egypt. The question we'll be answering is, why should we study ancient Egypt? Last lesson we finished the introduction paragraph, which you can pause and read here. And for each essay paragraph we'll be using the teal structure. So the context paragraph comes after the introduction and before the body paragraphs, and its job is to give the reader the background knowledge needed to understand the essay. Now it's up to you if you think you need a context paragraph, or you can just include the contextual information in the body paragraphs where they're appropriate. So the topic sentence of the context paragraph is the main idea that it's important to provide some context before going into our main arguments. So an essay paragraph moves in steps, with each sentence becoming slightly more focused. First up, the explanation sentence explains the topic sentence in more detail. To do this, we can ask contextual questions like who, what, when, where, why, or how, but we only need to include the parts that help explain the main idea, like where ancient Egypt was located and when it existed. Next up, the evidence section provides more specific details using primary and secondary sources. The level of detail needed in this section depends on your level of education. More advanced students should include more sources and more specific evidence. Here we've used primary sources to show how we know that ancient Egypt was located in northeast Africa and why historians periodize ancient Egypt into Old, Middle and New Kingdoms. The analysis section tells us how the sources address the main idea of the paragraph. In this example, we can note how the evidence supports our claims about the historical timeframe and historical significance of ancient Egypt. Specifically, the sources show that ancient Egypt existed for a long time, which allows historians to identify patterns of continuity and change across different phases of its development. Finally, the linked sentence links back to the essay question, next paragraph topic, or both. And here I've linked to the next topic, which is the Nile River. And now we have a finished context paragraph. Next time we'll write our first body paragraph on the Nile River. See you then.